The implementation of all these announcements is effective from April 2010. Institutions are hard at work to ensure that systems are in place by the 31st of March. What does this mean? It means that we will be treating significantly larger numbers of HIV-positive patients. It means that people will no longer and more, it means that people will live longer and more fulfilling lives. What does it not mean? It does not mean that we should be irresponsible in our sexual practices. It does not mean that people do not have to practice safer sex. It does not mean that people should not use condoms consistently and correctly during every sexual encounter. We can eliminate the scourge of HIV if all South Africans take responsibility for their actions. I indeed need to re-emphasize at this point that we must intensify our prevention efforts if we are to turn off the tap of new HIV and TB infections. Prevention is our most powerful and effective weapon. We have to overcome HIV the same way that it spreads. One individual at a time. We have to really show that all of us are responsible. The HIV tests are voluntary and they are confidential. You must not think that once you test, you are then known with regard to your status. What is important is that you should know as an individual your own status. And therefore testing is important to every one of us. We know that it is not easy. It is a difficult decision to make. But it is a decision that must be taken by people from all walks of life, of all races, all social classes, all positions in society. HIV does not discriminate. I'm making arrangements for my own test. I have taken HIV tests before, and I know my status. I will do another test soon as part of this new campaign. I urge you to start planning for your own tests. Ladies and gentlemen, we are also mindful of the social impact of the epidemic and continue to provide psychosocial support and home-based care through the home community-based care and child care programs of government. Let me use this opportunity to salute all our caregivers, including those including those neighbors who assist and support families in distress. We also thank our international partners who continue to provide material support to our campaign against AIDS. On this day, our hearts go out to all South Africans who are in distress as a result of this epidemic. To families looking after sick relatives, we wish you strength. We understand what you are going through. To those who have lost their loved ones to the epidemic, we share your pain and extend our deepest condolences. Fellow South Africans, at another moment in our history, in another context, the liberation movement observed that the time comes in the life of a nation when there remain only two choices: submit or fight. That time has now come in our struggle to overcome AIDS. Let us declare now, as we declared then, that we shall not submit. We have no choice but to deploy every effort, mobilize every resource, and utilize every skill that our nation possesses to ensure that we prevail in this struggle for the health and prosperity of our nation. History has demonstrated the strength of a nation united and determined. We are a capable, innovative, and motivated people. Together, we fought and defeated a system so corrupt and reviled that it was described as a crime against humanity. Together, we can overcome this challenge. Let today be the dawn of a new era. Let there be no more shame, no more blame, no more discrimination, and no more stigma. Let the politicians or the politicization and the endless debates about HIV and AIDS stop. We do not need to politicize HIV and AIDS, nor argue a lot about the statistics to a point that we overshadow the struggle that we need to win. Let this be the start of an era of openness, of taking personal responsibility, and of working together in unity to prevent HIV infections and to deal with its impact. Working together, we can achieve these goals. And I thank you.